This is Lee Morgan from D&CFilm talking to Robyn Lawrence about the Dock and Roll Festival. Robyn, what is it and where can we see it?
So Dock and Roll Festival is a UK-wide film festival. It's already started in London and Brighton, but they take over, I think it's 12 cities during November, and each city brings a certain amount of titles to different cinemas. In Exeter Phoenix will be bringing 3 titles to the independent cinema, Studio 74.
Have you seen the films? What can you tell us about them?
I've seen all of them. Yes.
Because we've got a film about Studio Electrophonique.
Yes, so that is the film about Ken Patton, a man from Sheffield who built a recording studio in his kind of council semi, just a normal suburbs, but loads of Sheffield bands recorded there when they were just starting out. So most of the people talking in the film are people that recorded there in their early careers. Jarvis Cocker is one of the big talking heads in it. I
love the sound of that kind of DIY ethic as harnessing the kind of talent that's around.
It is super DIY. Ken Patton is definitely, if you see the film, I came away going, he's a proper tinkerer. Someone very passionate about music, but also just a tinkerer. Loved creating stuff.
And that's on Tuesday, the 1st of November at Studio 74 at 8 p.m.
Yes, that's right. It's also, which I know will appeal to quite a few people, it's 1 hour long. So it leaves everything it needs to on the screen. It's really like heartwarming and comforting and really like the most Sheffield thing I've ever seen.
Brilliant. And then from Thursday, the 3rd of November, there's Tramps, The Death of Punk, The New Romantics, The Art of Survival. That sounds all kind of intriguing.
Yes, this one is, I'd say, the one that is most eclectic, as in that it's not specifically just about music, it's about subcultures, really. So particularly 80s London subcultures, just after punk was kind of morphing into New Romantics, but the subcultures within the New Romantics and how things like having free art school, squats, benefits that actually work for people meant that there was this explosion of creativity in the city. So it's music, but a lot of dance and visual arts and performance arts and fashion. So Judy Blame's one of the really interesting talking heads in it, who obviously filmed before he passed away. Fascinating explosion of creativity.
And the last of the 3 films on in Exeter is Getting It Back, the story of Siamandi.
Monday.
Because it's the best band I've never mentioned before, so I can't. Yes. It says that they're really influential, but nobody's heard of them. Can you tell us a bit more?
Yes, so they're really influential partially because they were sampled quite a lot, but it's a band from 70s Britain who most of the members came over in the Windrush generation. Started a band, they made 3 albums, they toured massively, including quite a lot in the US, but then they never quite made it. They kind of hit a barrier in the UK, probably mainly due to sort of racism of the broadcasting system here at that time. But because they'd toured so much in the US, their records were everywhere. So loads of people were discovering them through the records that they had and sampling them, particularly New York DJs in the sort of hip hop and disco scene.
It feels like it's a great selection of films, just picking out certain aspects of not only the music, but the culture and the socio-economic stuff that goes behind it.
Yeah, it's a really broad mix. They're all super different films, and they're for people who are just interested in documentaries. They're all really different styles of documentary.
We have a handy bit of information about it on the D&CFilm site, but if you want to book, you would go straight to the Exeter Phoenix site, and they are it's kind of the first week in November, so get your skates on.
Yeah.